What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? How are we doing out here today on this Sunday evening? What's up, Mythic, man? Dude, a crazy thing has happened today. The Arizona Cardinals finally get their first W. Before we dive into it, I want to say what's up to you, man. How you doing? How you feeling? What's going on?
I think I'm feeling the way every Cardinals fan is feeling. I am on my high horse. I have been on that since the game ended. I've been on it since halftime, just like I was last week. But today, we closed it out, so I am probably as ecstatic as you could possibly get. This is the biggest win we could have had all year.
Bro, dude, you're telling me. Okay, so I want to just, I'm very a big advocate on the idea of I'm not always right? I'm wrong a lot of the times. I was so wrong about this freaking game, and I'm so happy that I was wrong about this game. I said that we're going to win the first two games and that we're going to lose this one by leaps and bounds, but man, we saw an Arizona Cardinal team today that gave us hope, that's giving us a light at the end of the tunnel. Obviously, we're going to be diving into it in full detail. Big shout out to the people that are currently in the chat right now. We got Robert, Luca, AZ fan, Raphael, Michael. We got everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys for being here, by the way. My guy says, how about them Cardinals? We're back, baby. Bring K1.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
Man. A lot to talk about today. I just want to play this real quick. If you guys are an old school Arizona Cardinal fan, you know where this comes from, but please don't feel like this is not coming from the Arizona Cardinals. I can only imagine this is coming from some sort of Cowboys fan out there. Let's roll the clip.
And laugh. It's not funny. It's not fun. Nothing's funny to me. I don't want to go out there and get embarrassed on Monday Night Football in front of everybody. That's why I'm asking you.
Derek Anderson, you gotta love it, man. It's been one of those things that I've been waiting for. Obviously, it's not for the Arizona Cardinals. It is because the Arizona Cardinals made one of the biggest upsets. And I feel like this is bigger than Miami dropping a 70 bomb on freaking Denver Broncos over there. What is your thought process right now? I mean, obviously, I think I'm just way too excited to be streaming, but give me your thought process right now in terms of we're just one win in, but like, how do you feel?
It feels like we are undefeated.
Yeah.
It feels like we're undefeated. This is probably the biggest win that we could have gotten all season long. This is the best opponent. People were claiming this already 2 games in. This is the Cowboys, though. So obviously they're going to always be up there, but they've looked impressive. You don't just put up 70 points, only allow 10 to come in here. When we had 18 points, I kind of knew at that point, I was like, this is the most, like literally, this is the most points anybody's ever put up on this Cowboys team this year. Through 2 games total, teams didn't even put up 15. They put up 10 in 2 games. The Cardinals had 21 points at halftime. They came in here ready to make a statement. They came in here ready to show, hey, we might be 0-2, but our season's not over. And I love it. I am so freaking stoked. And like you said, it's crazy because I'm probably going to say some crazy things. I'm probably going to say some crazy things today that it's going to get clipped, and we might finish the year with 4 wins. Right now, we're 1-2. Should be 3-0. I stand on that. I stand on that firmly. We should be 3-0. But hey, we won the biggest one. This is a telling game.
Absolutely. I agree. I think, honestly, with this game right now, the initial reactions is light at the end of the tunnel for the Arizona Cardinal fans. We've been riding such it's never good enough for the past 2 games that, like, now it finally feels accomplished for Arizona Cardinal fans to really come out here and say, man, we finally finished a freaking game. Because believe it or not, like, we were in these two games. Like, national media people and other fans of other teams, they don't know how close these two games were, right? Now, obviously, the Giants game, I don't want to remember it because it was a bad, second half. But the Commanders game, we were so close in that as well. And I'm just so happy that we finally finished. Like, that's something that I'm really proud of right now with Jonathan Gannon, Nick Rallis, and this whole coaching staff. Just a huge win, right? Something where we knew that they finally learned, right? But I think we've been talking about the Cardinals for quite some time on your channel, as well as my channel, where there is one thing or a couple things that our coaching staff just doesn't learn. They don't learn how to get rid of the penalties. They don't learn how to upgrade their offense, right? But I feel like this coaching staff knows how to learn from the big crucial mistakes, and that is not crumbling in the second half. And just big shout out to them, man. They did a really, really good job. And obviously we're going to be talking about this game more in detail here. Let me get to these two contributions. We got my guy Seth saying, what a win for us. I got that pick right, but I think we will dominate the San Francisco 49ers, but we dominate the Cowboys in the desert. Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Best game says, man, I am on the Josh Dobbs train now. What are your thoughts on Josh Dobbs? Let's talk about that right now.
So I like Josh Dobbs. I've liked him since we made the trade, but like, it's tough when you have Clayton Tune behind him because you want to see him. Because is Josh Dobbs going to stay here and be a backup permanently? I would love it. I really would love Josh Dobbs to stay here and just be a backup for the next 4 or 5 years. But is he? I don't know. Is he going to stay here? Who really knows? You kind of want to see what you got in the rookie, but in terms of who's the better quarterback on the roster, it's obviously Josh Dobbs. I've said this from the beginning. I think you've said it from the beginning. We know if we want to win, Josh Dobbs is the guy. It's just the excitement of Clayton Tune that kind of gets people. It kind of got me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think consistently, me and you have said that Josh Dobbs is the best quarterback on this team. I don't really think it's undisputable. Because Clayton Tune is not going to come in here and pass for 75+%. And the yards might not be there for Dobbs, but the consistency, you're not going to get outside of the Commanders game. He had 3 fumbles, but he's not going to just throw interceptions left and right. I don't even know if he's thrown a pick yet, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and check that real quick.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously, I think you kind of said that really perfectly with the whole Clayton Tune thing. There is a level of excitement from a rookie that you really want to see. And I've been very on top of the idea of I want to see Clayton Tune. Honestly, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut the hell up at this very moment. And honestly, let's ride with Joshua Dobbs as far as he can possibly take us at this very moment. I'm sold. It's crazy that it took me 3 games to figure out. I'm sold. Just what you did today is what we can continue to do to win games. Absolutely. You played a turnover-free game. You managed the ball great. You used your legs. I mean, the throwing game wasn't spectacular, but it was good enough. And that's what we need because our defense is very underrated.
No Buddha. People in my comments, I just posted my reaction video literally an hour ago. The amount of Cowboys fans, we're missing this guy. We're missing this guy. We're missing Buddha Baker. That's our best defensive player. That's the guy who flies around the field and makes plays. We're missing our best player. So I don't want to hear nothing about, we're missing this. We're missing this. We're missing Kyler. We're missing our best offensive player. We're missing Buddha, our best defensive player. There's no excuses. You play football at the end of the day. Injuries happen. It's not like they're missing Micah Parsons. They're not missing Dak Prescott. They're not missing CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard. The adversity, and at the end of the day, they're still the better team. On paper. We came in here today and we shut everybody up. They shut me up. They shut me up. I'll tell you that much.
Me too. Well, there's something to be said about history that repeats itself, right? Whenever you're playing the Rams, it almost kind of feels like the Rams always kind of have our number. Or, the Seahawks, when they come here, they beat us. We go over there, we beat them. But history is a really, really big thing here in the NFL. And I don't know exactly what it is, but the Arizona Cardinals has Mike McCarthy, as well as the Dallas Cowboys in the most recent years' number. We do. I don't know what it is. They seem shell-shocked of the idea of being in State Farm Stadium, but the Arizona Cardinals has Mike McCarthy as well as the Dallas Cowboys in recent years' number. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing right now, where this was just a huge win, man. Honestly, this win feels like, I don't want to say the Super Bowl, but this win feels like we were so close to getting into the playoffs, and this win Like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so excited about this game. It might be because both of our parents are Cowboy
Cowboys
fans,
fans
and I
as
actually
well.
could rub it in my dad's face finally saying the Cowboys finally lost against or not finally, but the Cardinals won.
Again, it's
what are
always
your
nice
thoughts?
to win these ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the optimism, at least for me, comes from the fact that we should be 3-0, or at least 2-1. I feel like last week we watched it slip through our fingers.
True.
If we win this game, isn't it crazy what national media would be saying if we won that game against the Giants? Come in here and beat the Cowboys. Just imagine the narratives flip, because the narratives then would be like, oh, they lost by 4 points to the Commanders, and now they're 2-1. This team has real potential with Kyler Murray coming back, and yada yada yada. Buda Baker's not playing. No, instead we're getting talked as, oh, they're still 32, 31, 30. They're one of the worst teams in football. That's not the case, guys. I promise you, that's not the case. After week 2, especially, we kind of saw it. And I'm not going to lie, I was hating on Josh Dobbs a little bit because that game slipped.
Yep.
Not going to lie. My perception of him kind of got in the way just off the choke, and that's a team thing as well. But Josh Dobbs, like I said, going back to his stats real quick, has not thrown a pick. Turnover football is something he's done really well at. He did fumble 3 times in the Commanders game, but outside of that, he's played great. He's played with a 72% completion percentage, 549 yards, 2 touchdowns with a 98.1 QBR.
Wow.
I feel
that's pretty good, man.
I feel like this team has real potential, and they are legitimately 1 game away from being a top 15 team in the league.
That's wild. That's wild. Deus over here says, we effing gash these guys. Let's go Cards. Yeah, huge win. Overall, I think that now that we've seen this game, I mean, I can't speak for you, but I'm not even going to talk about the quarterback room anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs is it for now until Kyler comes back. And even if Kyler's ready, we wait till he's fully healthy. Even if it's not till week 6, I don't care if after the 4 games, let him ease into it. Get him back 100%. As long as Josh Dobbs is playing football like this, I will shut my mouth and we'll ride with Josh.
Exactly. And let me give a big shout out to my guy Jonathan here. He says, finally heard the media say it. The Cardinals beat the Cowboys, not the Cowboys lost. And I think that's kind of one of the things where as Cardinal fans, I told the people, because I did a stream right after the game with Bleacher Report. And I said, watch out, you're probably going to hear. You're going to hear, these national media saying the Cowboys blew it against the Arizona Cardinals and not giving cred to what we did.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Let's talk about real quick, Micah Parsons. We didn't hear Micah Parsons' name at all until like the second half.
It was like the 3rd quarter where he got his first sack towards the end of it. Maybe like the sack going into the 4th, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So today he had 5 combined tackles, 1 sack, 3 assisted. And for Micah Parsons, normally he wreaks havoc and is in the face. I feel like it was a pretty clean pocket today. Again, for Josh Dobbs. I feel like the line is stepping up. They're giving Josh Dobbs time. He's not really getting hit as much as people would have imagined. The line is playing a lot better than I thought they would too.
Paris Johnson
Let's
Jr.
talk about it.
He's a dog.
He's a dog, man. Did you see the block that he picked? I know it was on a safety, but James Conner's first touchdown on the right side, Paris Johnson absolutely took him out of the play, and James Conner just walked right in.
Oh,
just
my
walked
goodness.
in the end zone.
Honestly, this offensive line, and if we could add one more piece, because DJ Humphries, I think, did solid, or let's say good.
Will Hernandez playing pretty solid as well. And then Paris Johnson, if you can go get like either an elite center or like an elite left guard, and that doesn't even have to be elite, just like probably above average would be really nice. This offensive line is going to be pretty nice.
I think we're solid. I mean, and even next year when we got 2 first-round picks, right? The idea of picking in the top first. Let's stop. Like
even if we don't pick first, even if we don't get the first overall pick, we're gonna have talent to build. Like Marvin Harrison would be the nice pick. It'd be fantastic to slot in here, but I don't know. Texans got to win today against the Jaguars, and then the Cardinals got to win today. So both teams improved to 1 and 2. Which, looking at it, a lot of people are going to be upset with that because those are both picks that we command. I'm not mad at our loss. Of course, when the Texans win, I'm going to be mad because I don't give crap what goes on in Houston. Houston can go 0-17 and I'm happy. I'm going to be so pumped. But at the end of the day, I want to see this team win. I want to see the Cardinals win, and I don't care if we get the 10th pick. Don't care. Really don't.
Well, think about it. culture is more important to me than getting a top pick.
And you're going to have talent at 10. Like, it might not be Caleb Williams, and it'd be nice to get the draft haul, but at the same time, there's going to be people at 10. We don't have Steve Keim as the GM, so I'm no longer worried. He just picked up Paris Johnson, BJ Ojolari, Garrett Williams, Michael Wilson today. Ooh. We're going to get into that, I'm assuming. Michael Wilson, like, come on, guys. One draft in. Like, I would love to have the number 1 pick. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have it. Do I want it to come from us? No.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm trying to preach to these people that like, it's crazy because I'm seeing Twitter people being like, you guys are idiots. Like, why are you guys so happy about winning? It's only a measly, because culturally you need to eventually get yourself into a level where free agents want to come here. People are excited to come here, right? JG and what he's done so far in these 3 games, and just kind of like this offseason culture, as well as Monty Ossenfort, they've automatically changed the culture, right? What are we known as more now? We're known as a physical team that hits hard, a good defense, and honestly, if Josh Dobbs plays a clean game, we can win some games.
We can take games from the best in the league. We just took against Dallas. Like, why can't we take it against other teams? We could easily be 3-0. I can't stop saying that. I cannot stop saying that. We could easily be 3-0.
It's hard.
So we beat the Cowboys. Got to start thinking, like, let's just try to rally off some wins. Let's try to make a postseason run. Is it realistic? I don't know. I can't sit here and just confidently say, like, postseason after 1 win. But that's what you're chasing at the end of the day. You want to be in that spot. You want to get reps. You want to get as many playoff berths as you can. You want to get there. Even if it comes at the cost of a high draft pick. Would you rather have a wild card spot in the 7th seed or the 6th seed, or would you rather have the 5th overall pick?
Right.
I would rather be in the playoffs.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah, I would rather be in the playoffs.
Sniffing it. At least sniffing the idea of hope.
Like the Detroit Lions. I would rather be where the Dan Campbell-led Lions. I would rather be on the brink of it and just be like, okay, they got something brewing. Because everyone wants to play for Dan Campbell. Everyone loves Dan Campbell. Are you a Dan Campbell guy?
Yeah, I like him. I have nothing against him.
So I would rather have the culture. I would rather be like, okay, they got something brewing down there. Okay, I'm attracted to go there. I would love to go play in Arizona. I'd love to go play for Jonathan Gannon. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see, Cardinals back where they normally are. That organization is terrible. Poverty, once again. This is what they do. They've been terrible for the past blah, blah, blah. I'd rather see, they just got rid of everybody. Cliff is gone. Keim is gone. First year, they bounce back and win 7 to 8 games. That's what I want.
That's a storybook ending right now. And even if we don't make the playoffs, of course, it'll be heartbreaking. But the idea of being, kind of competitive, that's what we're looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
I want fight.
Me too.
That's all I can ask for. Even if we end up winning 4 games like we kind of predicted, I just want fight. Every game is competitive. I'm fine.
I agree. Let me get to this contribution here. Day is coming up. He says, I love our team setup. It's a team built to win no matter who's starting. The coach is the team face, not some diva being the face of the team. Ooh, thoughts on that?
Ooh, is that a shot, Deuce? Maybe. Who's that a shot at?
Well, I mean, if you think about it here, it's the truth, right? Like when Monty Ossenfort came in here, he was very, very clear, although very nervous when he came in his introductory, and rightfully so, right? This is a big deal to be the GM of a sports team.
He basically took the reins of, this is my team that I'm building.
Exactly. And he came out and said, Eagles won't be tolerated. He's looking for a specific type of person, and we got that. What we built out, like, yes, I was kind of concerned of the idea of getting rid of Isaiah Simmons. Maybe he was a cancer. We don't know, right? DeAndre Hopkins got rid of for nothing but kibbles. Maybe he was a cancer. Maybe it needed to happen. Byron Murphy, same thing. Zach Allen, we don't know. But it's working. Whatever is happening is working right now for the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm for it.
Absolutely. He came here with a plan. The only person that we lost that I wasn't like really a fan of was Byron Murphy. And yeah, I don't blame him because of the injury history, so I can't really blame him. And it's also not his guy. You know what I mean? He didn't draft him, so it's not like there's a connection there. So I'm not mad at it. Everything else I was kind of cool with. Like, I would love to see a Chandler Jones back, which is a sticky conversation nowadays because what the heck is going on? He is going berserk. I don't. He's on his AB. I'm going to let him do his thing. Yeah. But like Byron Murphy is the only one, but outside of that, I love what he's doing. And then obviously the Isaiah Simmons for a 7th. Could we have gotten more? Yeah, but I really don't think he cares. He's like, cool, pick up the phone, first call, 7th rounder. Cool.
I'm not even thinking about it anymore, honestly.
I'm not tripping. Isaiah Simmons hasn't done. What has he done? What has he done in the Giants? Like, we knew he had talent, and I would still say Warrant's a 4th or 5th, but like, what has he done? I'm not tripping off it. He's done nothing for the Giants. And his mic'd up day, did you watch the mic'd up highlights?
I didn't.
Pathetic. They look so pathetic. We had a false start in his highlight clip of him like, oh yeah, it's a false start. It's a false start. That's in his highlights.
That's
in the
hilarious.
game, guys. So
that's hilarious.
I was with you if you're still on the Isaiah Simmons thing, but like his highlights, he was pointing out a false start.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about this game here real quick in terms of stats wise. I can care less what the Cowboys did. Absolutely. Whatever. Let's talk Cardinals here, right? We both agree Josh Dobbs did a good game, pretty good game, right? Yep. Who would you say right now is the one offensive player that sticks out in your mind right now? We're like, this guy right here, he's the one who helped rally this team.
All right, this is a tough one because I'm torn between 3 players, maybe 4. I can't say Michael Wilson because Michael Wilson only had 2 receptions, but one of them was very impactful. I want to say Hollywood's in there because that was a really critical touchdown. He had a couple 3rd down catches that were very crucial in this game. And then Hollywood finished like 60-something yards. I think I'd have to go with either James Conner once again because 14 carries, 98 yards, a touchdown. That's 7 a pop.
Yeah.
Which is a great day. Or it's got to be Josh Dobbs, dude. Josh Dobbs, 189 a touchdown and 81% completion percentage.
And what is his rushing? He rushed the ball too.
I think I got to go Dobbs. because he took off in like the first quarter. He just zoomed down that left side. I think I'm gonna go Dobbs today.
Okay,
Dobbs deserves it.
All right, respect it. I respect it. I'm gonna go James Conner. I'm gonna steal what you just said, and here's the biggest reason why. James Conner, the physicality that this man brings. Ever since he's been here, even when he got paid, he didn't pull a David Johnson on the Arizona Cardinals, and I respect him like nobody's business because he didn't pull a David Johnson on us.
Absolutely.
Right? This man still runs ferociously. This man still fights for every ugly yard. This man is still a workhorse for the Arizona Cardinals. I say give me more James Conner. Man, this guy is freaking fantastic.
Absolutely. I can't blame you.
Oh, good.
Can't blame you. I feel like it's really close, but at the same time, you can argue either way. James Conner establishes this offense. Without a run game, Josh Dobbs is going to have a miserable time back there.
True.
So could it go to James Conner? Absolutely. Either way, I don't see a wrong. There's no wrongs either way.
I agree. Let me get to this $20 donation. Appreciate you back to the Constitution. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys do want to chime in, we are going to be opening up the phone lines in about 8 to 9 minutes. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to be opening up the phone lines. If you're watching on Twitter, you do need to come onto the YouTube platform. Just FYI. Let me get to this contribution. He says, McCarthy got canned at Green Bay when the Cardinals beat him the year Wilkes was the coach. Has he beaten us as a Cowboys head coach yet? We own him. I don't think he has.
I think he's 0-2. I think he's 0-2. No, he's 0-2. 0-3? Because I know he lost with Andy Dalton in Dallas. If I remember right. The one where Kyler Murray like bombed it to Kirk as well. He had a touchdown and Andy Dalton was just getting eaten alive. And then I know this one, obviously.
I'm trying to look it up right now.
Okay. Because I know for sure the game in Dallas in like 2021, you know what I'm talking about? Where we were in Dallas, we won that one. And obviously this is a huge one that we just stole. Was there a third?
So right now, the website that I'm looking at, it shows that he's 3-5, but like, so 3 wins and 5 losses, but it doesn't break apart Green Bay to Dallas. Obviously the Arizona Cardinals still has a number regardless. He's got 5 losses on the Arizona Cardinals, and you can split that within the Arizona Cardinals as well as Green Bay. But I think we are safe to say we own that man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. Same question. Give me one person that you're like, this guy right here.
Oh my goodness. Cowboys and Cardinals defensive MVP. This is tough because there were a lot of players, and I think I'm going to go Kaiser White. White played phenomenal, dude. 8 tackles, 6 assisted, and the ceiling interception on the goal line. And he was getting rallied up too. He was talking to Dak Prescott saying, get your back in the huddle. Don't even get the back in the huddle. And I was like, I was so fired up watching that. I was like, this is what we need. This is the kind of energy we need. And we stole him from the Eagles. Jonathan Gannon knew what he was doing. He brought in a dog. Dog.
We I agree. I can't disagree with anything. I say I like Zayvon Collins, and I think there's a little concern with him. I don't think he came back in the game, right? Once he got his eye poked, right?
Eye injury.
Yeah. Definitely very unfortunate. It's going to be a story we're going to be following here to see what his progress is, if he's going to be able to come up against the 49ers game. But yeah, I think Kyzir White, man, that man has balled out for the Arizona Cardinals. And I think the physicality this guy brings is what I relate to the offensive side of the ball with James Conner. I would say Kyzir White too.
And you know who turned up too? Was Chris Barnes. Chris Barnes was flying across the field. And then he also had that pass deflection too, where he was like, CeeDee Lamb was going to be like wide open. He just like extends his arm out and just batted it down. And I was like, okay, so Chris Barnes is flying today. And then he went down. So kind of sucks because we're watching people drop that kind of fly. We lost 2 defensive tackles already. Zayvon Collins went out in this one. Chris Barnes went out in this one. So
what do you say about Rondale Moore being used as a running back? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm so happy someone comes
That's so
in
crazy.
and knows how to freaking utilize this man, bro. Rondale needs touches. You need to get him an open space. And we don't have another running back like that. You know, we don't have a speedster. It's just James Conner, power, physicality. It's nice to kind of change it up because then you can run RPO actions. You can run sweeps. You can run screen passes out of it. It just gives them a different look. They have to ID that a receiver's in the backfield. Were they expecting him to just gash him right up the middle? No, not at all. No one expects 5'8" Rondale Moore to just go 50-something yards down the middle. Like, that was crazy, but I love it. I think Drew Petzing is a phenomenal hire through 3 weeks. He knows how to use Rondale Moore, clearly, in ways that Cliff doesn't. It's not a screen pass every 2 seconds. It's not a screen pass to Rondale Moore every touch he gets, or just a literal drag route and then go make a play. Go make a play, Rondale, on 3rd and 16 on your little drag route. Go ahead and get past 4 people. It's nice just knowing, like, okay, Rondale, you're going to be in legit open space. You're going to be able to run routes. You're going to be able to be in the backfield. And
that's crazy.
Today he was going crazy, dude.
He did good. Very, very good game from Rondale Moore. The only thing I can think of is the pew, 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 pew shots. Explosive.
I put that in my video, dude. I love it. Jonathan Gannon, he's like, hey, how you doing? He's like, it's like so awkward, but it's so great because literal first interaction, I don't even remember what he says in the beginning, but it's just so awkward the way he's talking to him. He's like, how you doing, man? Pew, 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 pew. Explosives. And I'm like, he's like, you can run. And that's it. That's literally the interaction.
Conversation over. Let's move on to that. It's funny. It's just really weird. But that's kind of one thing I like about JG. He's just a silly goofball. But when it comes down to it, it doesn't look like he's in over his head.
He's not a pushover.
Look at him in the sidelines.
He's not a pushover.
Not a pushover. He doesn't seem like he's in over his head. This man looks like he got command of the locker room. I love it.
Yeah. I really do too. Like when you need to be like whatever, you can be all goofy and whatever. But when it comes down to lock in, he's not going to just like let players do what they want. And he's just not going to be a walkover, pushover. He's come to ball 3 games in a row. He's not tolerating anything. No BS. We're here to win games. Very apparent. And if it's not apparent, it's apparent today.
If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Let me get
the more you F around, the more you're gonna find out.
There you go. So it says the Arizona Cardinals 3 best players got hurt. So Collins, traumatic. I think that's whatever is going on. Thompson. Thompson did also get hurt, and then Barnes exited with a hand injury as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think Jalen Thompson, and I don't know if I might be lying, but this is just me, just like assuming. Where he went down in the goal line and the fact that he made his leg very apparent that he was injured, I think he was faking it to just get like the free timeout so he can talk things over.
Like that injury.
Like his leg, he was like waving it like Peter Griffin, like, like my leg, guys, come on.
Right. Yeah.
My leg is hurt.
Right.
That's kind of what I saw out of it. I was like, okay, it looks like he's faking it, or it's legit. Like, okay, I actually need attention. Like, come on, my leg is like cramping up or something.
Did he come back from
I
that?
don't know.
I don't
So
either. I wish I had the answer.
that would be the determinant. If he did come back, then my point stands. But if he didn't come back and he was ruled out, then I changed my mind.
Right.
But like
Sure.
the way it looked, it's kind of like, okay, he's like, oh, we need the timeout.
Touche.
That's just me. If he came back in, then point stands. If not, then I changed my mind. I'm like,
let me get to Deas here again. He says Kazir is running back and tight ends nightmare in a dark alley. The national media was stunned after this game. JG knows how to beat San Francisco. JGFTW. Honestly, this 49ers, we'll get into it obviously more this coming week. I think we need to enjoy the our Monday or Victory Monday, which we haven't had at all, anytime this year. So we're definitely going to enjoy it. But I'm excited about this 49er game now. I got a little bit sense of spark going on within me. I have two things to talk about, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. Absolutely. Let me get your take on Matt Prater, 62-yard bomb. Man, this guy's still doing it.
This man's a GOAT, bro. In terms of kickers, I'm not even joking. I'm not being biased. I'm so serious. Outside of Adam Vinatieri and Tucker, Prater's got to be somewhere in the top 5. He's got to be. For strongest leg, this man is 117 years old, bombing it from 62 freaking yards. Are you serious? This man is as old as dirt, and he is bombing it with the best of them. I don't know if anyone has a stronger leg in the NFL right now. Don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Or at least with accuracy, because obviously people can bomb it, but Prater is literally the GOAT. I stand on it. 62 yards. I don't even know how old he is realistically. 39, 38. Ridiculous.
He's in his 40s, I think.
No way, dude. Is Matt Prater in the 40s?
Let's see. Oh, he's 39. I apologize.
Okay.
39.
Almost.
That's disrespectful. I apologize.
Almost.
Okay.
He can call himself 30 for a couple more years,
There you go. Let's do this. I'm going to go through the list, and everybody in the chat, join us in this little game I want to play before we open up the phone lines. I'm going to give you a list. Of the Arizona Cardinals 2023 draft picks. You tell me dog, or I don't want to say not dog. You could say undetermined, but
okay,
whatever you want to use. One word that comes to your mind when I list off a name, either dog or whatever comes to your mind. Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm going to give you a list right here. Let's start off with the very first round pick. Paris Johnson Jr. Go.
Dog times 30.
Love it. Let's go. A second round pick. BJ Ojulari.
Undetermined, but I think dog. I haven't seen much of him, but I think has the potential to be a dog.
Okay. Undetermined. Love it.
Undetermined.
Garrett Williams.
I don't think we've seen him on the field yet, so that's an undetermined. I think he's on IR.
Michael Wilson.
Absolute dog. Absolute dog. I love this man after watching his first practice. The separation this man creates is ridiculous, and although he only had 2 receptions, one of the biggest ones of the night. Dog.
He has led the Arizona Cardinals in receiving yards 2 straight weeks.
2 straight games.
Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Let it sink in. All right, let's keep it going. John Gaines.
I would say undetermined, but he's been, I don't know. Has he played?
He got hurt, I believe, in preseason. He was set to have a role in the guard position for the Arizona Cardinals. He plays like center and guard, and I think he was going to be a guard, but he unfortunately got hurt. So we saw a little bit of him, but if you don't know, whatever word comes to your mind.
A lot of people have told me that he has the potential to be a good rotational player. So I think that's undetermined for now, because people were pretty high on him.
Okay. I'm curious about this one. And undetermined can't be the word. Clayton Tune. It can be unknown if you want. Just not undetermined. It can be unknown if you want.
Okay. From preseason games so far, I haven't seen much out of him. That's kind of why I've been pushing to see him on the field, because college tape doesn't really do. I watched a little bit because I haven't watched many college games. And from what I saw in preseason, obviously it's not with first team starters, but I'm going to say meh as of now.
Okay.
Meh.
All right. Next person. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Owen Papu.
I'd say meh again.
Okay.
I haven't seen much of him.
Keitrell Clark.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. After today's performance, I would still say dog. One game doesn't define anybody as a rookie corner, especially. I would say dog. He struggled crazy today. I don't care. We won.
Okay.
They're picking on him crazy in the final drive, though. I'm not going to lie. It just seemed like completion.
Yeah.
Pass interference, hold. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Cottrell, come on. Let's lock in, dude. Because we saw 2 weeks of him playing pretty solid. And I was like kind of picking on him today. But it happens. You're a rookie corner. You got to learn. Not everyone's a shutdown corner. Not everyone's prime time. Not everyone's Revis. Not everyone's P2. It's just not like that.
P2 struggled in year 1 too. Let's just say
He did. He made his name as a return man more than a corner year 1.
Dante Stills, last one.
Dante Stills. I'd say meh.
Okay.
Again.
So we got Paris Johnson, dog. We got Michael Wilson, dog. And then we got Keitrell Clark. We put him in the dog range. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 3 starters for the Arizona Cardinals in this draft. Monty Olsenfort, you, my friend, deserve a bow. This is a good draft.
Absolutely. Cottrell was what? A 6th round pick?
I believe. Yeah, 6th round pick, 180th overall.
Come on, man. He's playing CB2 reps as a rookie on a team that should be 3-0. I can't stop saying it, man. I'm going to be so annoying with this. We should be 3-0.
I'm telling you, man. This draft is I'm actually very excited about because obviously the Arizona Cardinals are finally using their rookies and putting them in a position to succeed. And we're seeing former draft picks from Steve Keim that are actually excelling or at least succeeding. Rondo Moore, Zaven Collins. So that gives a little bit of hope for the future.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. We're going to be opening up the phone lines. If this is your first time here, don't worry, don't fret. All you need to do is jump onto YouTube. If you're watching on Twitter, jump onto YouTube. I'm going to be posting a link here in the chat on YouTube. All you need to do is click on the link, come on in, and let us know how you're feeling about the Arizona Cardinals. That's it. Simple as that. We're going to be opening up the phone lines. I want to hear from you guys out there. Tell me how you're feeling about your 2023 Arizona Cardinals as of right now. The link has been posted. If you guys haven't already smacked the like button, please do so. Do it for the algorithm. And other than that, while we wait, anything else you want to say, Mythic?
I'm just hyped, man. I'm just so glad to finally be in the dub column. It's about time. We are back on the wins. I will take it. We beat the Cowboys, one of the best teams in football. Great way to end the Sunday.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, too. Like, there's a lot of NFL fans that are happy for the Arizona Cardinals. The video I just posted about my reaction, I think a lot of those people, I would say maybe 15 to 20% of them aren't Cardinal fans. They're just people that love to see the Cowboys lose. Gotta love it.
This is probably going to be the best interaction video with most comments because every time someone beats Dallas, it's a good day for everybody but Dallas fans. So
100%. All right, let's get it going here. Let's start off with you turds. You are live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me. How you feeling about the Cardinals win?
Feeling really good, Dallas, man. Like, no one believed in us, but you know who did? God did.
Okay.
All right, sorry. I was
good.
very happy with this win, It got kind of shaky in the third quarter, but, really good. I love how Pletsin is using everybody. Not like, there are some questionable plays, but really good. Dobbs played out of his mind, man. Really, really good. And I'm so glad we hired JG because it seems like he won over the locker room, something that Cliff couldn't do. In his 4 years, 4 or 5? 4, right?
I think 4.
4 years? Yeah. And it's really good because a new regime comes in. You don't really expect much, but, him coming in, people like saying, oh, he's cringy, like Michael Scott of football is what I've been hearing kind of stuff. And the fire in your gut thing, you know what? He did show. They did show they had fire in their gut. Very happy we didn't hire Sean Payton. Because, if we did have Sean Payton, we'd probably be losing 70-20. I'm going to be honest. Vance Joseph is garbage. I'm going to be honest. Vance Joseph I've been preaching since Cliff Kingsbury was a coach to get rid of Vance Joseph. And you know what? You see what happens when we got rid of Vance Joseph? Good things.
Love it. All right, you turds. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. Love the enthusiasm. Have a great day, brother. All right, let's keep it going here, man. Let's keep it going. For the people that are trying to get in, once you see somebody leave, just try to click on the link because there's only a certain amount of people that can become in the background. So you see somebody leave, click on the link and try to see if you can come on in. All right, let's get with Cards Fan. You are live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Brother, man, talk to me. How are you feeling about the Cardinals?
I just want to say this before the media does tomorrow. How about them Cowboys?
Love it.
Hey, man, what a game from offense and defense. I haven't seen a team play like this for us in how long? For 4 quarters. I was like, the first half I was all right. We're good in the first half. Let's see how we come out in the second half. And we came out with the same fire. I loved it.
It's nice to get a win. It's so nice to close a game. We came out first half every single game so far. This game closed it. Love it. We needed this. We needed this.
I loved it too because it's like I was wondering how we were going to come out after blowing it last week, and we came out with the same mentality, and it was like, all right, we're not blowing this again. And it's like we beat arguably the best team in the league. I mean, I can say otherwise. I mean, I know they beat Zach Wilson last week, so I can't really say they're the best team in the league. But to get this win, this is a good way to start a culture. Get a big win like this. The defense plays Jonathan Gannon style, violent and aggressive. And Dobbins, every week he looks better.
Yeah, I agree. Looking for killers, and I definitely do. We got the killers here in the locker room. Appreciate you, brother, man. Have a great rest of your day, man. Let's keep it going here. Real quick, I wanted to touch on this, and obviously when you win, it's not that big of a deal, but I wanted to make sure that everybody's fully aware that the Arizona Cardinals scored for the first 3 games, 54 points in the first half, and in the second half, 18 points total. So there is a discrepancy there. Obviously, we're not talking about it because of the idea of us winning, and we're all really happy, but that does need to get fixed. Just FYI. All right, let's keep it going here. I'm sorry.
7 points in the second half today. 7 points in the second half today. It was enough. Defense played phenomenal, but offense, you would love to see more.
So for the first 2 games, we had a total of 11 points. And then with the 7 here, this game, it was a total of 18. So for the 3 games, we only scored 18 for the first 3 games.
Crazy.
And then the first half, 54 points. It's crazy.
Insane.
Really wild. All right, let's get to my guy, Jonathan. He's repping the shirt. Let's do it. All right, Jonathan, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, brother. Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
What's going on, guys? Going
brother?
Going great. Yeah, I was able to actually make the game today. I was watching it in person, and it feels good. Last week I was there too, and I remember I was even through Instagram letting you know when like, hey man, who are these guys? Because they were playing lights out the first half, and then they came out second half, and I was like, what happened? You know, it's crazy. And I wanted to buy a new jersey last week, but I couldn't justify it, man. The way they played, I was like, ah. But you know what? Today, my boy did his.
That's clean. That's clean.
He earned it today. It today. So, and it was cool today because I was able to take my dad to his first NFL game today, and he got to witness a victory. So,
that's dope.
I mean, yeah, everybody played great, man. That first run that Dobbs had was crazy. The place went insane. I'll say this, man. It was scary at the beginning because there was a lot of Cowboy fans there, and the Cardinals in the pre warm up. When the Cowboys went into the locker room and everybody's there, they put the Cardinals on the big screen, and they started getting booed. It was like, man, what an insult! They're getting booed in their own home. But you know what? The defense played their behinds off. They stopped them on like 3rd and short a bunch of times. They didn't let him score. I think they only had 1 touchdown the entire game, right? The rest were field goals. But a bunch of stops in the red zone. Yeah. Man, Connor was running like crazy, man. It was an amazing feeling. It was great to be there in person. It was funny to see. There was a lot of Cowboy fans on the stadium. A lot.
I saw pictures. Yeah.
You honestly saw more of their colors than you did Cardinal colors. But I have a feeling this next game, if we go out and play it the way we played today versus the 49ers, we have a really good shot of beating them. I think the biggest thing is the fact that the 49ers are going to think, oh, it's just the Cardinals. Yeah. And everybody we've played so far has thought, oh, they're tanking. They want Caleb Williams, blah, 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 blah. and we've been like, I agree with you guys. We should be 3-0,
We should.
or at the very
Yeah.
least 2-1, at the very least.
Very least.
But so I think we got a good shot against the 49ers. If we play the way we've been playing, we came out fast the second half. We finally finished the game, the second half here. And so I'm thinking if they do the same thing next week, we got a good shot. And then we come back home and we play the Bengals. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of this color on the stands. And, we're going to start repping our team better. And it was an amazing feeling to see him win, man. Just when they started taking those knees, I was like, when's the last time we won a game by taking a knee?
When's the last time we won a home game? That's the question.
Right?
And I mean, if you're up ahead enough to just take knees, and it was amazing, man. It was great. I wish we all would have been there, man. But it was amazing to watch.
I appreciate you, Jonathan, man. Thanks a lot, brother. Have a great day, dude.
Take care, bud.
All right, let's keep it going here. We got a lot of people that want to chime in here. Let's get Deus. Deus, you were live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Brother, talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling really good. Hey,
Huge win for the Arizona Cardinals. Go ahead.
Don't forget, JG knows how to beat the 49ers. He's very familiar with their schemes and concepts from Philly. So, and as a matter of fact, that's where that saying came from, that meme about we're going to gash these guys. That's where it came from. So I wouldn't count us out against the 49ers either.
And it's a division game too. That's what people don't really understand. Division games, you never know what's going to happen. And I mentioned this on my my post or reaction video in 2018 when we were a terrible team and we had Josh Rosen. We swept them. We swept those boys. So, anything's possible. You never know.
Yeah, and also it was funny watching the Fox game post game show. The whole panel was quiet. They were like, they were really somber. And then what was funny was Jimmy Johnson was trying to make excuses. Well, they didn't have this player, and then this player was hurt. And then kudos to freaking Michael Strahan, though. He goes, no, this is NFL. You can't take anything away from the Cardinals. They earned that win. You can't be making excuses. You have to play your heart out Michael Strahan was pretty cool about that. He just took whatever Jimmy Johnson was saying and flushed it down the toilet.
Well, Strahan is a giant, so
yeah.
He's gonna definitely help out Cardinals for sure. That's awesome, man. Any last thoughts before I let you go, brother?
Well, I just wanted to say that Dobbs has won me over pretty good. As long as he keeps performing, that's what matters to me. And also just that if you ever watched that Kaiser post-game interview, he was like, I hate the Cowboys, always have, always will.
I saw that. Thanks for
reminding
me.
Hilarious.
Thanks for reminding me. All right,
man.
I'm gonna let you go, brother.
Yep, no problem.
Later, brother. Yes, if you didn't watch it, Mythic, there was a spot where Kaiser White does speak, and he actually does say he hates the Cowboys. Obviously, a long-term rule. Yeah, he never liked them. It's actually really cool to hear. All right, let's keep it going because I know there's a lot of people that want to join in. Let's get AZ Sports Girl up in here. AZ Sports Girl, you were live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me. How are you feeling?
How about those Cardinals? Oh my God, that game felt good to win because my grandpa's a Cowboys fan, and I texted him going, ha ha ha, we beat you, ha ha ha. Oh my God. The offense and defense played their hearts out. Joshua Dobbs was great. Matt Prater was great. Yeah. I think I might have lost my mind a little bit when he kicked that 62-yard field goal. I was like, dang, this guy is a freaking fossil, but he did it. He kicked that field goal. Rondale Moore had the Jets going. I was like, keep going, go, 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 go. He had the Jets on. And freaking Kaiser White, that play caught me off guard. Heck, I don't even think Dak Prescott saw that coming because I was watching it on the Fox broadcast and they zoomed in on Dak Prescott's face, and I'm pretty convinced that he didn't see White coming, so that made me laugh.
Yeah, huge win overall here for the Cardinals. I know we talked about it last time you were on as well. Joshua Dobbs, what are your thoughts? I know you said you're going to roll with them for this week. What are your thoughts on Joshua Dobbs just in general?
If there are Joshua Dobbs jerseys coming out, I'm buying one.
On the train.
I'm sticking with him.
All right. Love it. All right. Appreciate you, AZ Sports Girl. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Let's get Chris. Chris, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan here on YouTube. Brother, man, talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
Well, I can't say I'm surprised because this is what the Cowboys do every year. Like, they always lose to a team they should crush on paper. 2 years ago was the Broncos, last year the Packers, and now the Arizona Cardinals.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, this is like that was the main thing I had going for us when I thinking about it, because again, they should have crushed us on paper. So I was not expecting much, and then I wake up and there's the score on a pinned score on my phone. So yeah. So it's going to be really interesting when Kyler Murray comes back.
Oh yeah. Oh, fantastic. Quick question, and just a real small answer. I know you're from Portland. Is Dame getting moved?
Well, Oregon in general.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not from Portland exactly. I'm from Salem.
Oh, is Lillard getting moved?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think he's gone. I think he's
Yeah.
out of there.
I was waiting for something like that, considering apparently Phoenix is in the running now, not for Lillard, but maybe for Nurkic.
Yeah.
And you people better take care of Drew Eubanks. He's our own boy from Troutdale.
I'm so okay. Yeah, so let's stick with Cardinals. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're 100% right. All right. Any last thoughts, Chris, on the Cardinals?
If we beat the 49ers, dare I say we might be a dark horse for the playoffs, even if it's the last seed and we get destroyed in the first round.
I like it. I love it.
I love it. All right, Chris, I'm gonna let you go, brother.
Yeah, I got pizza in the oven that's done now, so I gotta go anyway.
All right, peace out.
Have a good one.
All right, let's get Brett. Brett, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan here on YouTube. Shout out to my guy Brandon with the $5 dono. Brett, what's up, man? How you feeling?
Hey guys, great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Absolutely.
Great show, great win. You know what? I'm just impressed by the coaching staff and what they've been able to do. I want to personify that by, I think, the resiliency that Keitrell Clark played today. It was interesting to me that after the first quarter, they didn't throw to Marco Wilson. They just went straight to Keitrell Clark the rest of the game. And that guy fought it off all game long. Not wins every play, but he just fought it off. And I think he personified Jonathan Gannon's mentality on this team. And I was really impressed with that. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it.
Yeah. Mythic, you want to take this coaching staff?
Yeah, I feel like Keitrell Clark, he was struggling towards the end of the game, but at the end of the day, he was showing heart. Like, he's not just sitting here and he's just taking it left and right. Like, he's showing, like, okay, listen, I know I'm not having the best day, but he's still making plays. Like, he might have had a holding call earlier. He might be beat on a slant here and there, but he was fighting all game long. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think the defensive line was the same way. I mean, we're a short unit right now.
Yeah.
And you saw those guys. I think even in the early third quarter, I saw like, oh my gosh, I'm really worried about if these guys want to run this ball on us. They could probably do it, and they just didn't. And Keitrell Clark held up his end of the bargain on that side because the Cowboys decided we're not going to just run it up. I don't know. That's just what I saw on the film.
No, that's fair. Honestly, that was a fear. I think it's a fear for a lot of us is because we're seeing Tony Pollard being very explosive, right? Catching the ball in the backfield, running the ball. This guy's got like so much yards every single game. And that's what I was fearing too. But I think I agree with you where although he did score, I think 122 yards on the ground, like they almost it didn't feel like he was that big of a factor. 122 yards is a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay it, but it didn't feel like he was that big of a factor for the Dallas Cowboys. I feel like they put the hands in Dak Prescott, which it worked out to our favor as Arizona Cardinal fans. So I'll let you go, Brett. I appreciate you for coming on. Have a great day, brother.
Appreciate it. I'll just say that it's a warning sign for next weekend with McCaffrey, though. I do worry about what the 49ers do run the game with us.
Yeah.
True. No, facts. That's very true. Appreciate it, Brett. Thanks.
Have a great night, guys.
You too.
Have a good one.
All right, we got Robert, Frezzy, and Jose. I think Jose's going to close it off for us here. So let's get Robert on here. Robert, you're live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me. How you feeling?
Hey, old guys. How you doing?
What's up, brother? How you been, man?
I'm doing good. Good to see you again, Mike. Hey, how about this cardio?
Exactly.
You know, and I got to notice that we only had one shot. Of all 3 games, we allowed one shot.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it's cutting off for you as well, Mythic. Can you hear?
It's cutting off a little bit.
It's cutting off a little bit.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Yeah.
but it's super, super choppy.
Hold on.
Yeah. We're going to put you down here. Let's get Frezzy up here. Frezzy, you're live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Hey man, how's it going? I appreciate you having me. All I want to say, man, is it's so crazy for us to lose so many good players in the last year or two. Everybody from Chandler Jones to Hopkins, you know what I mean? On the defensive side too. Even Isaiah Simmons, man. A lot of people didn't really like paying attention to him, but I loved Isaiah, man, you know?
Yeah.
But it's so crazy to see a lot of these good players leave us, and then for us just to have a dominant win like this against a good team that has a really great defense and offense. You know what I mean? It just feels good, man. Like to me, anytime we defeat the Cowboys, home or away, it's like a Super Bowl win, man. It just feels so good, you know.
It does.
My kid's mom, they're all from Dallas and stuff, and they try to brainwash my kid to make her a Dallas fan. She's from here, man. She's born here. You know what I mean? She's a Cardinals fan, so it always feels good anytime we beat them. But just getting to the game though, guys, I really love how like the turnovers weren't an issue. You know what I mean? We didn't have any turnovers, right? If I'm not mistaken. And yeah, all the fundamentals, guys. You know, we have so many new people on our team, so it feels good that a lot of people are trying to make their mark. And you know, whether it's rookies or second-year players, you know what I mean? It's like a fresh start for a lot of people here. So there's really, I mean, you're just really here to prove yourself. And our veterans that we do have there, you can just tell that they're being great captains. Even Kaiser White, you know, like coming from the Eagles, I know it's so bittersweet too. We have Jonathan and Kaiser coming from the Eagles. We got 2 Eagles that just beat 2 Cowboys, you know. But I don't know. What was your guys' favorite part of the game today? I'm just curious to hear what you guys got to say.
You want to take that first, Mythic, and I'll go after?
My favorite part was watching kneel downs and seeing final Cardinals win. That is my favorite part. Watching Kaiser kind of seal it, take those knees, final Cardinals 28-16. That was no better feeling.
Just to be a little different, obviously, first off, go Diamondbacks.
Yay! Let's go.
But before, I think the Michael Wilson, that right there, because to me, I was scared. I was like, damn, this is deja vu. We're going through it again. What's happening? And of course, me, if you guys don't know who I'm a panicky fan. Like, I'm like, So I was like, we're going through this again. The moment that happened, SHIT, it turned around. It turned around from that moment. And I think that right there where Michael Wilson caught that 60-plus catch, what's what turned it for me. And I was like, let's go. We're going to win this mother effing game. We got this. And obviously Kaiser White gets the interception and the rest is history from there. So I guess that was my favorite part.
Heck yeah. Yeah. And that's it, guys. I again, man, I love watching both you guys, your commentary. Yeah, it'd be cool if you do this every Sunday, man. I just love hearing everybody's perspective and yeah, go Cardinals, man.
Love it. All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
All right, let's close it off with Jose. Jose, you're live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Hey, Hey, it's been fun, bro. It's really nice to meet you too. And how you guys been?
Good. I'm good. How you doing?
Hey, it's really been. Hey, I watched your videos after the game. I was like shocked, to be honest. And like right before when you made Mythic, when you made your prediction, I was right with you about the Cowboys winning and all. I was like, I can't lie. I think the Cardinals might do bad, but surprisingly, they did good this year. Like with the offensive line, with especially our offensive line, like stopping like Michael Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence. And I get it. We only let 1 sack, but offensive line, we gotta give credit to them with our offensive line for giving all those points and making some like good yardage.
Absolutely, they shocked me.
Yeah, I was shocked too. Paris Johnson really did a good job. I get it. We did got some like holding calls and everything, but hey, at least we got some like offsides on the defensive side, and we got more yards.
100%. Yeah, I think this is a huge win for the Cardinals in general. I think, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. It's just a level of hope, right? A level of hope against the 49ers moving forward. I think that's the number one thing. Huge win just in general. Let me ask you real quick, Jose, since we got you here, what's your favorite part of this game?
Like you said last one, Michael Wilson. Because to be honest, I didn't see Michael Wilson at first. I was like, "Where's Michael Wilson?" Until we saw him did like that post, and I got so excited. At first, I thought he was gonna score until he started doing like
That'd be
those
so
juke
cool.
moves.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that juke moves, I know he want to gain more yards. But hey, at least we got the big yardage. Like, wasn't it like 58 yards?
It was like, I think 69, 68.
69? That was somewhere over
Something
there.
like
But
that.
yeah, but good thing. Like I remember, like during the draft this year, when we got Michael Wilson, I remember when he said that we got the biggest steal of the draft.
Yep.
I
Yep. And
remember
Mike,
that.
as long as he can stay healthy, I truly think that this guy can be a very, very good wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals for
I
I
sure.
really do. I
And I really
really do.
like I'm sorry. I really like how the offense are doing with Rondell Moore. Like I saw your video about saying how they're doing with how the coaching staffs are doing with Rondell Moore, and they're now like how Jonathan Gannon was when we first when Jonathan Gannon was the head coach. The reaction with Rondell Moore, I know he would do so much for him, and right now we're using him how we're supposed to do.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
All right,
Rondell
Jose, I'm gonna let you go,
Moore.
man. Appreciate you for coming on, man. Later.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
I really appreciate it, and have you guys a good night.
You too.
You too.
All right, Brandon, another super chat here. Appreciate you. Thanks for the contribution. Can't wait for K1 to get back and first take tomorrow. I
Yes,
guess
sir.
before we close down, I see some people in the comments. Obviously, I think a lot of people are riding kind of high right now, but you're not saying, I'm asking you specifically, Mythic. You're not like Dobbs over K1 right now, are you?
No.
Okay.
No. We need to ease K1 back into it though.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sitting here saying Josh Dobbs shouldn't start until like week 5 or 6, but if K1 is fully rehabbed, ready to go, he's comfortable in an offense and he's like comfortable taking hits, and you don't have to limit him, you don't have to play scared, you put him on the field. When he's fully healthy and ready to go, you put him on the field. It's just how it is, you know. He's your best quarterback. Now imagine K1 in this offense. People it's like Josh Dobbs is playing great, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to discredit Josh Dobbs whatsoever. I think he's the perfect backup, not starter. He's doing his thing right now, but people are going to get film on Josh Dobbs. They're going to figure out, okay, this is what we need to do. You can't allow him to roll left. He rolls left, they're super dynamic. They complete this amount of passes. This is the percentage he's doing. As soon as they get figured out a little bit, it's going to get kind of scary. With K1, things become unpredictable.
Right.
Once again, don't have film on him in this offense. You don't have a single drop of film on Kyler Murray this year.
And this is what we all been wanting to see. We've been wanting to see Kyler Murray under center. We've been wanting to see bootlegs. We've been wanting to see different types of formations and not just 99.9% of the
shotgun, 5 wide, just spread offense. I'm like, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot easier when you're like, okay, this is either a pass or it's a QB run or a screen. You have 3 plays. He drops back, you're limited to 2. If it's not a screen, no one stops. It's a pass. Let's lock up. Don't have that. It's like, okay, cool. It's a bootleg. Gotta watch out for here. And we're trying trickery. I know it didn't work, but we had like, I don't remember what happened. It was a super crazy play. It was like a flea flicker to like a screen pass, and it got shut down. But we're trying things. It's not, we're not vanilla. We're not base. We're not sitting here doing the same freaking 3 things all game long. No under centers. We're going to pound the ball in your face, and you're going to stop us, or you're going to have a long day. That's how it is. So when Kyler's healthy, though, and he can take control of this offense, put him out there.
Well, let's start the quarterback controversy, ladies and gentlemen, because I got one guy, Johnson says, hot take, if Dobbs is doing this good and K1 is back, stick with Dobbs. It's starting. It's
always going to be, it's going to be QB controversy one way or another. And then if it's not Clayton Tune, I guess it's Kyler and Dobbs now.
It makes the football season much more exciting. I'll give you that.
It does.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be closing shop here pretty soon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. If you guys haven't already smacked the like button, smack it up. Do it for Mythic. Do it for the Cardinals. Do it for me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, go Cards.